What is going on, guys? Hey, this is Nolan with Black Sheep Garage. Well, basically, it's been a while since I posted. So a lot of things have happened. Decided to go a different way, career-wise. So right now, I'm in between jobs and starting a business and trying to get everything together, and it's been hectic. So it's been a long time since I've actually posted a video. I think it's been probably 6-7 months, something like that. But that's going to be changing. I am basically starting my business. If you don't know, I've been a diesel technician for 15 years professionally. I did dealership work for a company called Rush, Peterbilt, Kenworth, then buses, Hino trucks, Isuzus, all the big Class 8 stuff, medium duty stuff. I did that for a while. I was a Hino certified tech with those guys for a little bit. Dealership was really my first job, getting out of tech school, and that's where you make your mistakes. You try to learn as much as you can and go with that. So after that, I went out and I started doing oil field work. I was a diesel technician with Halliburton Energy Services, and I was a frac technician, so basically, or frac mechanic is what we called them. Dedicated frac crew. We'd follow them around. We were dedicated to them for as long as they were working. One mechanic working night shift, one mechanic working day shift. It was a 24-hour operation, so we'd be out there for 2 weeks at a time, come home from 1 week, and we basically took care of everything that went on location, is what we called it. So sometimes it would be upwards of 30 hydraulic fracturing pumps, and those are all trailer mounted Cummins QSK 50s and Cat 3512s, big boy diesel stuff, Allison 9000 series transmissions, and mounted with big pumps, fluid pumps on the back that were capable of pumping, per pump, depending on what it was, 5, 6, 7 barrels a minute, and depending on pressure, anywhere from 5,000 to 11, 12,000 psi on steel pipe that's 3 inches in diameter, something like that. So things would get hectic. We had a lot of equipment, a lot of trailers, a lot of light duty trucks, other companies' equipment. We're the only mechanic on duty, so when things went south, of course, they were asking us to do a lot of stuff. So towards the end of that, started doing, we had a mechanic and electronic technician on site. They were doing cost cutting, and then by the time all that was said and done, they decided that having just one mechanic on duty was going to work. So we basically had to do the electronic technician stuff as well. We had a communications trailer, and that was full of servers and network switches, and all of our equipment was all JLAN or network together. So it was just like a private LAN network. So after that, started working for this small company here. They did underground fiber optic cable and above ground fiber optic cable. That place, I worked there for 3 years. They had we had about 12-13 trucks. We had 3 Ford 7.3s, older. We had one 2000 GMC 454 gas engine. We had 3 2008 6.4 liter Power Strokes. We had 3 6.7 liter Power Strokes, and 2 2015 F250 F350 gassers, the 6.2 liter gasoline engine. So with that, we had 5, 6, 7, 8 trailers. Probably had 3 drilling units, ditch witch drilling units going at the time. We had a big ditch witch trencher, a small ditch witch trencher. There was a lot of stuff. So anyway, I was the only mechanic for all of that. And go to talk to your boss, tell him you need a raise or whatnot, and he feels as if you're not important enough to deserve a raise after you've been there for so long and proved yourself. So you kind of have to make a decision. It's either live with it or, you know, stick your neck out and tell him, hey, if I don't get it, I'm gone, and, you know, see what happens. So far, it hasn't worked out the good way for me. But I mean, with all said and done, you know, there's a plan for all of us, and you know, we got to follow that path. So, but now, of course, I am starting my own business. Taking leaps and bounds here is not the way I wanted to really do it, but you know, I've been kind of forced to do that. So, taking on a how would you describe it? A new career path. My business, Black Sheep Auto Works, is basically right now doing, you know, diesel work. I'm the only one doing it. I'm doing mobile stuff, and I'm working here out of my house. And I'll do Cummins, Power Stroke. Don't really do too many Chevys, Duramax stuff, but I mean, I'd like to learn it. It's all pretty much the same stuff with their own caveats and tweaks and, you know, different things. But once you get to work on them, you know what they are. So I'm going to be doing that, but the main thing that I'm trying to get onto is becoming a tuner, whether it be diesel or gasoline. I've been taking classes and trying to get in on that. There's more coming with that. I got a lot of things I want to go over when it comes to the tuning aspect of things. I am trying to get away from the repair side. I've been doing repair since forever, and it's just, I never got into vehicles to do repairs. It just wasn't something that I wanted to do, but it's something I knew I was good at and I could make money at it, and that's the career path I chose. So, you know, when I was a little kid, I was, you know, at the library in, you know, probably 4th, 5th grade, checking out books on rotary engines. So I'm a huge car guy, enthusiast, mechanic, technician, all of it. I mean, I eat, you know, sleep, and live anything, you know, that has to do with vehicles. But the performance aspect of it, the fun part, I mean, repair is repair, and it gets so monotonous and boring that sometimes it gets old, and you know, I want to move on to the stuff that I actually like doing, and that's why I'm starting to take on this tuning journey, and I'm going to see where it takes me. It's a learning process. It's, you know, I understand the concepts. I get the concepts. I've been doing this for a long time. So the biggest learning curve is learning the software, and then also applying that to all the new stuff, all the, you know, reflash stuff. So I'm learning, trying to soak up as much information as possible, and I will be talking more about that as time comes on. So for now, what am I doing other than trying to get work and trying to stay busy? I have a project going on, and that's kind of what this video is about. I have a 19, well, I have several RX7s, and you know, later on I'll describe all of them, but right now I have an 85 GSLSE RX7 that I pulled the 13B out of it, and I had another 81 RX7 that I bought from a buddy of mine as a project, kind of going into all this. The car is an 83 GSL, I believe, and it was already 5-liter swapped. It has a 91 4302. I think it's out of a Lincoln or a Grand Marquis or something like that. It's, you know, the Lopo 302 flat top pistons, even though they have a slight dish, but flat top pistons, non-HO cam, E6 heads, the worst you can get, but it is mega squirted. So basically, I'm pulling that engine out of that car. It's got a rebuilt T5 in it. and a bunch of other goodies and things like that. So all that stuff is being swapped into the SE, and I bought a turbo kit for a Fox Body Mustang from CX Racing, I believe, and that is going to be put into the SE as well. So basically with this car, after pulling the 13B out of it, I'm going to be going to 302 turbocharged basically. Right now, I already pulled the engine and everything out of there, and I'm going to I have a set of GT40 heads and I have a HO cam that I want to install in this engine, but I can't right now because the pistons aren't notched, so I'm still debating notching pistons, but if I do that I gotta pull the engine apart anyway, so kind of figuring that out right now, but that's soon to come. Where am I going from here? I need to get this car done. I've already hooked up to the Megasquirt 2 unit that's in it. It's a Megasquirt 2. It's got the 3.57 PCB board in it. I don't know what was in there before. When I tried to hook up to the Megasquirt, the firmware was out of date, so I had to update the firmware. And when I updated the firmware, since it wouldn't connect to or find the Megasquirt right away, and when I did, it found it and it asked for a firmware update. So before I lost it again, I went ahead and did it. So I mean, even if there was a tune on there, it doesn't matter. It really has no, it's not going to do anything for me. So when I updated the firmware, I was able to keep sensor calibrations, but I was not able to keep whatever tune or V table they had in or whatnot. So that's not a big deal. But anyway, once I updated the firmware, I went ahead and just set up a basic VE table, and a very conservative timing table, just basically set 10 degrees across and 50% of the VE table across, and got it started. So I just wanted to make sure it was running, and then from there I pulled everything out and everything's going into the GSLSE right now. So that's what's going on. But anyway, guys, we'll cut to the video. I have some more stuff going on, and I will start posting weekly. I'm going to try to do this weekly updates. I also have a 2020 Ram 3500 that I'm working on that right now. It's a no start with a P0092 fuel pressure regulator 1 circuit high, so I'm going to be doing a video on that as well and keeping you all updated with what's going on with the rx7. And basically I'm going to be taking you on this journey, guys. I'm going to be stepping out of my comfort zone, taking some risks, of course, and hopefully somehow, some way I can, get this going. So anyways, again, got any questions? All right, guys, and so before I go ahead and cut to the work, I'm gonna try to do words of wisdom or whatnot every week if I can, find the time to find something. But I got something here. He says, he who works with his hands is a laborer. He who works with his hands and his head is a craftsman. And he who works with his hands, head, and his heart is an artist. So, take that however you may. Think about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the work, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Say thank you to my wife for being awesome, beautiful woman, supporting me through this whole thing. And thank God for what we got. So that's about it, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Next week I'll hopefully have things a little more organized, a little more ready to go. Right now I'm kind of just winging it, trying to get used to all this stuff, so bear with me, guys. There will be some better content coming out, and from here hopefully things get really, really good. So I'm gonna try my hardest. I'm in it, I gotta do it. So with that being said, guys, y'all take it easy, and we'll see you.
much.